IEC stands by Zuma as MK party leader in spite of Concourt case. The Electoral Commission of SA IEC CEO SY Mamabolo has again clarified the status of the uMkhonto weSizwe party leader Jacob Zuma, saying that notwithstanding in a constitutional court case between the IEC and the MK party, Zuma remained the face of the party as he was its only recognized leader. Mamabolo was addressing the media on Tuesday on the IEC state of readiness to host a free and fair 2024 general election in June in just under 2 weeks locally and 4 days internationally. South Africa is headed to the polls on May 29th amid a series of challenges, with parties such as the Labour Party and other challenging on some of its registration processes, while the MK party awaits its fate at the apex court. The Labour Party has gone as far as calling for the polls to be postponed due to the IEC technical glitches which prevented it from filing its candidates list on time. The issue about the outcome of the Constitutional Court matter involving the erstwhile president, Mr. Zuma, the outcome will have no bearing on the ballot paper. As matters stand, Mr. Zuma is the registered leader of the MK party. To that extent, he is the person whose photograph is on the ballot paper for the MK party. Whether he is a candidate or not, it has no bearing in that aspect, because you are on the ballot paper if you are the registered leader of a political party, irrespective of whether you are a candidate or not in the election, Mamabolo said. On the elections, Mamabolo said the commission was hard to work to ensure that the elections are a success, including for more than the 78,000 SA citizens who are expected to vote outside of the country at 111 diplomatic missions. The road to the 2024 national and provincial elections, NPE 2024, is rapidly approaching. We are in the final and most critical stages of the preparations. We are now 2 days to out-of-country voting, 12 days before special votes are cast in the Republic, and 14 days to the general elections on May 29th. This Friday, 17th May 2024, will mark yet another milestone in the election timetable, the first day of voting in the NPE 2024. South African citizens living in the countries will cast the first ballots on 17th May 2024, he said. Early this week, the African Transformation Movement objects to having ZANU-PF being among the observers' missions during the election after the party was seen campaigning with the governing party. Reacting to this, Mamabolo said the commission had not granted ZANU-PF any observer mission status. However, more than 160 organizations have been granted this status. Indeed, the IEC did receive a letter from Mr. Zungula complaining about the alleged presence of ZANU-PF. We have nothing to do really as a commission with their presence in the country, as they are not an accredited observer mission. This commission has not approved them, has not accredited them. So, they won't be observing these elections, and communication in that regard has been made available to Mr. Zungula, said Mamabolo. On other stakeholders participating in the elections, he said, the Commission is pleased to share that a record 160 organizations with 5,000 observers domestically and from around the world will be observing South Africa's 2024 general elections. About 15 of these observers' organizations are international and include the African Union, the Carter Center Democratic Program, and the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance. MK holds off on appointment of interim leadership. uMkhonto weSizwe leader Jacob Zuma has spoken out about the party's recent squabbles that led to the expulsion of the party's founder Jabulani Khumalo. While addressing MK party supporters in KwaMashu, KwaZulu-Natal on Sunday, Zuma cautioned that the internal dispute between party members was going to cost the organization the much-needed two-thirds majority it was seeking. These ongoing battles within the party may jeopardize our chances of securing a two-thirds majority in the upcoming elections, he said. Zuma reiterated why they had insisted on having interim structures to minimize the chances of fighting for positions. He said he was now surprised by certain leaders who felt entitled to positions, but when they were offered positions, they never questioned them. I said we would only have interim structures in the MK party to avoid the present situation where people are fighting for power. People were even angry at me for fighting them, Zuma said. The MK leader said the organization has decided to hold off on appointing interim leaders to allow members to focus on the upcoming elections. All those who want to be conveners and coordinators must just be on hold for now until the elections are done. I say this lightly, but this really hurts me. Furthermore, Zuma reiterated his stance that all MK's National Executive Committee's NEC members would not be deployed in government. He advised party supporters that they should not be in a hurry to be on the list of candidates going to the legislatures and National Assembly, as their purpose was to serve the people of the country as opposed to serving their own interests. All MK party NEC members will not be sent to parliament. They will only have one job, and that will be to safeguard and monitor the party's interest. No MEC member will be a minister in the MK party, Zuma emphasized. He told scores of MK supporters who attended the rally that unemployment and poverty were only felt by black people. We must fix it ourselves only if we have a two-thirds majority. We have all the minerals. No one will suffer under the MK party government. We will build farms in rural areas. In an attempt to quell MK's rising popularity in the province, the ANC has deployed its heavy artillery in the form of former President Thabo Mbeki in the province in an effort to lure voters. Mbeki led a campaign over the weekend in Pietermaritzburg's Imbali township. He started his campaign by laying words at the graves of two prominent ANC leaders, namely Johnny Matatini and Moses Mabhida, at the Horses Acre in Imbali. Mbeki was accompanied by senior ANC leaders, including former Health Minister Zweli Mkhize, ANC Elections Campaign Head Mdumiseni Ntuli, and ANC KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Chairperson Siboniso Duma. And that's it from Injibs Network. Stay tuned to our celebrity and gossip news.